The family of a leading Gaza militant killed by Israeli forces. The conflict is bringing the secret Hamas army out of the shadows. And with more on this, with an investigation into it, we've got WSJ's Nick Casey, who was recently in Gaza, and he joins us on the phone now from Berlin. Nick, thank you for being there.
Hi, thanks.
So let's start with a very senior Hamas leader was targeted. It looks like his wife and baby child were killed and not him. But it's also the case that a lot of the Gaza army that is there are very secret. Tell us what you learned.
Yeah, this is, there have been really few chances where the reporters, others people looking into this have been able to actually see who it is that fights on behalf of Hamas. And that's because there was only one other time in 2009 that Hamas and Israel were engaging in ground combat against each other. This was the other time, and it gave Israel a good chance to look into what Hamas's capabilities were. But also as journalists, I was in Gaza, it gave us also a chance to see some of the people who were there too. And my reporting when I was in Gaza took me in contact with a number of families who were in a town called Guerrilla, which is in the middle of the Gaza Strip, who were able to tell me a little bit, actually quite a bit, about who their family members were and how they joined Al-Qassam, which is the militant wing, and how their family members died.
And Nick, what you also found is that a lot of families don't even know that family members are part of this secret army.
It's true. They're also sworn to secrecy on that front, too. The two families that I got to know when I was there told me that they knew that both of their sons were part of Hamas. But Hamas has a political wing, and it also has this more kind of secretive guerrilla army called Al-Qassam. And in both cases, they knew that their family members were part of Hamas. And some of them had suspicions that they were fighting with Al-Qassam. They'd see weapons sometimes in one case. In another case, one of the sons was disappearing for long periods of time, wasn't explaining where he was going to. But this became clear when the last war happened in Gaza, that their sons were going to go out and fight there, and it became very clear who they were when their bodies came back in July. It was July 19th was the day these two men were killed that I was looking into.
And Nick, what sense do you get, having been in Gaza, having talked with the families, do they feel about their sons fighting with Hamas or being in that secret army? Do they feel good about it, or are they appalled? What is the sense you get?
With both families that I met, they were very supportive that their sons not only fought with this military, this guerrilla group, but also that they had died. That really differs from what you see on the Israeli side, where you see a lot of people very tearfully mourning the dead that come back from the IDF. One of the families told me that they were getting condolences from people, and instead they were saying that this was a cause for celebration because they felt that their sons had been basically made martyrs by this. So yeah, it's a very different reaction when someone dies from one of these militant wings than someone from the outside would expect.
Okay, great reporting, Nick. Nick Casey of the Wall Street Journal. We thank you for your time.